Hello! Today I am going to be reading the Easter story of Jesus' crucifixion and his resurrection. And here with me I have lots of stick puppets that Deanna and I have made to illustrate the story. Right, I'm going to start now, so make sure you're listening carefully and looking to see what stick puppet I hold up next. Jesus came to earth to live as a man. He was one of us and a part of God's great plan. He taught us the truth and what God's love meant, and many people followed him everywhere he went. One day, on a donkey, he entered a great town. His followers all cheered, but some of them frowned. These men hated Jesus and all that he had done. They were cross because he said he's God's own son. Jesus shared a supper with his closest friends. He knew his time on earth was coming to an end. And here Jesus is sharing a supper, his last supper, with his closest friends. He went into a garden late that night to pray. Desperate, he said, "Father, is this the only way?" Can you find a stick puppet of Jesus praying, Yenny? Excellent. Here he was praying, asking God, is there anything else that he could do? Good job, Yenny. These men who hated Jesus found him praying there. They took him to be judged, even though it was not fair. Have you ever got in trouble for something that you didn't do? Well, you may be just like Jesus, who was arrested for doing nothing at all. They asked Jesus questions for a very long time, but could not find him guilty of one single crime. When the ruler called Pilate, here we go. Here he is. Roman soldier Pilate wished to set Jesus free. Many in the crowd shouted, "Hang him on a tree!" How do you think Jesus felt about this? How do you think Jesus felt about this? Sad. Jesus was not guilty, but they put nails on his hands. They put him on a cross. Just as God told him, his life must be lost. Can you find Jesus on the cross, Yenny? Good. Hold it up so we can all see. Excellent. Jesus was put on the cross. All right, listen up for the next part, Yenny. Suddenly, the sky went dark and everyone was scared. Can you show me a scared face? Whoa. 6 hours later, Jesus died and his friends all despaired. Some men took his body and they put it in a cave. They rolled the stone across to make a sealed grave. I bet they thought that he wasn't coming out again. Well, it happened, but let's see if he'll come out again. What's happened?
I did right.
You were right. What's happened? Jesus is
alive.
He's alive. On the third day, to everyone's surprise, the stone was rolled away and Jesus is alive. Can you find Jesus alive, Yenny? Can you find Jesus alive on one of the sticks? Stick puppets? Go on, hold it up for us to all see. Yay! Jesus is alive. God rolled the stone away and he came out of the sealed grave. Excellent. So what does this mean for us? Do you know what this means, Yenny? If you die, or if I die, we will rise and be alive again, won't we? Just like Jesus, if we believe in him and we hold him in our heart, death doesn't have to be the end. So there is hope for us all. And all this was God's plan, that Jesus had to die to pay the price for sin, for all of our wrongs and lies. And so, because of Jesus, when our lives are through, we can live in heaven if we trust and love him too.
Why are all the big boys of the cards?
Yes.
Why they?
Just a minute, Yenny. We'll talk about that in a second. That's the end of our Easter story. So Jesus had to die, but he rose again so that we can all rise again. And Yenny pointed out something very important. Not only did Jesus have